Well, good morning. What a great day to be in Commerce, Texas, and to be on this wonderful campus for today's announcement. Again, my name is Tom Burnett. I am the Commissioner of the Southland Conference, and it is a tremendous, tremendous pleasure to be here with all of you. I would start with thanking President Rudin and his wonderful staff here at the university. Just a very heartfelt thank you for everything, the wonderful welcome that we have received here on campus, great hospitality at every turn, and just have appreciated the opportunities to visit with you, everyone here at A&M-Commerce. As we've met with executive and academic leaders on the campus, no question that this institution is advancing to greater heights with your guidance. Also, too, I want to acknowledge Tim McMurray, Athletic Director, who I've known for more years than we both care to share, but a great friend and colleague over time. Greatly appreciated the opportunity to learn more about the program, about Lions athletics, certainly meeting the athletic staff, engaging with the coaches, and of course we had a great opportunity to visit with these high-achieving student athletes in the program. And I don't know how many student athletes we might have here today, but thank you for all you do, and we're going to talk about you here a little bit later on. So Tim, in the end, we got a real good feel about what you mean by best in class, and we're really impressed our visitation group, and certainly will continue to do so as you come into the conference. Likewise with everyone, it's been a pleasure to engage with all of you. Certainly want to do even more of that as we go forward. Look forward to meeting everyone if we can, and share with you what we think will be a great experience in the Southland Conference on the way to successful Division I transition. Very pleased too today that we can provide a live broadcast on ESPN+. We'll talk a little bit more about our conference agreement with television and what that means for this campus in the future. And if for a moment you could indulge me for a second, we've got our entire conference staff over here today. And if you don't mind, I'd like to introduce those folks and maybe have them stand up real quick. First, we have Chris Grant, our Deputy Commissioner. Chris, please everyone there. Dean McGee, our Senior Associate Commissioner. Ed Henderson, our Senior Associate Commissioner for Internal Affairs. Thomas Samuel, our Senior Associate for Compliance Services. Bruce Ludlow, our Associate Commissioner for Sports Operations. Courtney Archer, our Associate Commissioner for Communications. Maddie Morris, who's right here, is our Director of Broadcast and Digital Media. Josh Jonas, our Director of Communications. Matthew Arnold, our Championships and Marketing Assistant. Matthew. Samantha Negron, our Communications Assistant. And Dakota Parrish, our Business Assistant. That's everybody, I promise. No one's answering the phone, obviously, back at the office right now, but we have voicemail. So you'll be seeing a lot of our staff. We take great pride in the service that we provide in our interactions with our campus, our administrators, our coaches, certainly our student athletes, and I hope you get a chance to say hello to our crew. The reason we're here today is to talk about opportunity, a new opportunity, the opportunity to participate at the highest level of intercollegiate athletics, NCAA Division I, and in the Southland Conference. This is an opportunity to certainly grow an athletic program, to improve the quality of teams and individuals, to add to your very well documented successful history as a university and athletic program, to add to all that success you have on the fields and the courts, but really to enhance the entire university community. To better connect with alumni and friends of the university, to better attract future students, to build pride in all things A&M-Commerce, and we are happy to be a part of that today. We don't spend a whole lot of time necessarily talking about Division I athletics. We instead refer to the Division I university. because this is bigger than just your sports teams. This is about everything this institution accomplishes going forward. I will tell you that NCAA Division I members commit to establishing value-based legislation, amateurism within the collegiate model, fair competition, integrity and sportsmanship, institutional control and compliance, student-athlete well-being, sound academic standards, responsible recruiting standards, and diversity and inclusion. And that's modeled directly for all Division I members. As we have researched and engaged with potential members in recent weeks and months, we quickly identified this institution as meeting the standards that I've just gone through. A&M-Commerce does things the right way across the entirety of the university and well beyond the borders of this campus. All the pieces are in place for a successful transition and future at the Division I level. And by the way, as you all know, you tend to win a lot of your games. So that's attractive as well, so congratulations on that. In Division I, new opportunities for competition and engagement with similar institutions is no longer limited by national athletics designation. The new reality is that this institution will now be mentioned with other Division I schools in the area, the state, and across the country. The name of the university will become almost commonplace in the vernacular of college sports fans and media, national media outlets, television networks, the ticker that runs across the bottom of the screen, all of the sports apps that we look at all the time will feature the Lions moving forward. We're excited about that. Being a Division I institution also greatly enhances recruiting opportunities, and coaches will no longer have to hear a recruit say, sorry, but I want to play at the Division I level. That changes with a move like this. There are certainly realities as well with Division I membership, competitive realities for sure, as well as the increased academic standards, recruiting requirements, and financial commitments. But Division I membership lifts not only the teams and their student athletes, again, and the people that support them through that process. It enhances the entire university community. In the Southland Conference, we are focused on providing the best possible Division I conference experience for all involved, especially our student athletes. We're striving for the highest level of academic success, and our league has had a remarkable experience academically in the classroom and all scholastic achievement, all-time highs in student-athlete graduation rates and academic performance program numbers. And that academic performance program will be very key to Division I transition. So moving to Division I will elevate an already great academic athletic program and make them do even better. Competitively, in just the past year, the Southland Conference won the NCAA FCS football championship. And again, we won an NCAA men's basketball tournament game, continuing a level of accomplishment over the past 6 decades of our existence. Our conference is also a trendsetter. We've led in many areas such as digital television, such as our broadcast today, and uses of other technologies as well. We've been at the forefront of basketball and football replay and plan to implement that here on this campus. We've improved our officiating programs over time, and we've added student-athlete involvement in our governance system as well. We have also remained focused on being a geographically sound organization with our members in closer proximity to one another, and that we think enhances competitive opportunities for student-athletes as well as our academic well-being as they return to campus. The addition of this institution certainly fits that, and we believe A&M-Commerce student-athletes will be even more successful due to less travel and more time here on this campus. The Southland, when we talk about geography, is the only Division I conference that's based completely in the Central Time Zone. Further, our league benefits greatly from competing in our major metros, such as Houston, San Antonio, Corpus Christi, New Orleans, and now returning to the DFW area. Very excited about that. I mentioned our announcement today is being broadcast on ESPN+. The Southland has a long-standing relationship sportsmanship with the network, and we are now in the second year of an extended agreement with ESPN. We have invested heavily in the network's digital platforms, such as today's broadcast, and that will become a reality on this campus as well. The Lions will be frequently on the ESPN platforms moving forward. We're going to keep our focus on our league and its members. We work within a shared group of core values such as excellence, being student-athlete focused, operating with integrity, enhancing our diversity and inclusion efforts, practicing good sportsmanship, operating with fiscal responsibility. And we believe A&M-Commerce fits these areas of focus. I mentioned best in class earlier, and we love that mentality, that effort, that outcome of that, and we plan to assist in continuing and building on that here at Commerce. In our league, we have something similar known as South and Strong. The highest level of academic achievement, competitive success, championship experience, postseason accomplishments, television coverage, student-athlete health, well-being, and growth, and campus and community service all fit within this. There's a new world of opportunity ahead for A&M-Commerce athletics, and we're here to help you on that path. You're going to remain best in class, but now you're also going to be South and Strong. We think that's a fantastic partnership, and it's going to be a great ride together. Therefore, Dr. Rudin, on behalf of the member institutions of our conference, the unanimous approval of our Presidential Board of Directors, I am honored to extend an invitation of membership to Texas A&M University Commerce effective July 1st, 2022, and would love to welcome you to the Southland Conference and NCAA Division I.
Great day to be a Lion. Amen. Outstanding. You know, sometimes we introduce people, we give people their just due, and not only would I like to acknowledge the Southland staff, but I'd like to acknowledge Commissioner Tom Burnett on being a great ally, being a great supporter, and being a great colleague, and now being a great friend. Can you help me thank Commissioner, a new member of the Lions? Many times in the lifetime of a university when you have opportunities that can reinvigorate, opportunities that can innovate, all kinds of opportunities, and opportunities also that create decisions points where ultimately we make the right decision and make the university a better version of itself. And today is one of those days. I can't tell you how excited I am to be president of a university with the outstanding executive leadership, the outstanding leadership in the athletic department, and Tim McMurray and all the coaches I see here today, and all the staff and the faculty at the university, our outstanding alumni network. I see some of our alums here. I'm so proud of our alumni network, of the success and the support, successes, professionals, and personal success and support they provide to the university. Throughout this process, when we heard word that things are starting to move forward and so forth, the first group that we reached out to were our students. Students that are integral and fundamentally central to everything we do at A&M-Commerce. And we had long discussions with these students. Student leadership from our Student Government Association, student leadership from our SAC organization, our Student Athlete Association, and I tell you what, it was a tremendous discussion. We could have never pulled this off without the support of those students. And whenever I get a chance to talk to people, new students, parents, alums, VIPs, whatever, I never fail to mention that at all the universities I've ever been a part of, this is the best student body I've ever been around. And so I want you to help me acknowledge the students that are here today. Students, would you stand up and could you please give them a round of applause? had the opportunity to sit in front of the Southland presidents, and I cannot tell you what an impressive group of individuals that is. And when I had an opportunity to talk and learn a little bit more about their schools, I cannot tell you what excellent company we are in. When you look at ourselves as a rural and urban serving university, that we always tout ourselves as, I see ourselves in those schools also. My mind races about potential opportunities and partnerships that we may have, not only on the athletic field, but in the classroom, the research lab, wherever that may be. And when I met with those folks, I put my presidential hat on and said, let's not only explore this athletic opportunity, let's explore all kinds of opportunities. And I feel like we are in a conference, in the Southland Conference, that is a great reflection of who we are as an institution, and we get to hang around a bunch of great schools at the end of the day. But Commissioner Burnett, let me tell you what you're inheriting. You're here inheriting a great school itself. When you think about what Commerce is, what it's been and where it is now, and all the great things going on at our university, our commitment to the student body, our commitment to student preparedness, our commitment to sustainable ag and other types of programs we have at our university, okay? The social mobility of our students. We see ourselves as this transformative institution that takes a shot at every student, every prospective student we take a shot at to make them succeed. That's why we wake up, that's why we come to work at the end of the day. And so when all that is taken together, Tom, I do think that Southland is getting a good end of the deal here at an institution like A&M-Commerce. So on behalf of the Chancellor, on behalf of the Board of Regents, the faculty, staff, and students at A&M-Commerce, we gladly accept the offer to become members of the Southland. And at the risk of being stampeded here, these are the new shirts that are just out in time. I'd like to present this to you as a commemorative of this day. Thank you for being part of this. So what we'd like to do now, if it's okay with you, Commissioner Burnett, we'd like to actually sign the offer letter and let's make this official.
Absolutely.
Okay? Now I'd like Tim McMurray, our athletic director, to come up and say a few words in a moment here.
Let's get up, people. Southland strong. Ovation before the week drive. Awesome. Well, very quickly, it's just my pleasure to be here today and to share this special day with students, faculty, staff, alums, and certainly these two guys to my left. Commissioner Burnett, we've been friends for a really long time, dating back to our days working in sports information at Louisiana Tech and Lamar, respectively, our undergraduate alma maters. And I've had the pleasure to serve under President Rudin for 3 years, and I got to say two things. One, thank you. We never, in these conversations, these negotiations, whatever you want to call them, we never crossed that personal professional line. It would have been very easy to do, and we didn't do that, and I feel like we had a best-in-class transition here. President Rudin, I've learned from him, and as anyone that knows, he doesn't like the spotlight on him, but I got to say something really quick before I put my job on the line of talking about him too much. I've learned the term servant leader long before I knew Mark Rudin, but now I understand it. Because the definition of servant leader is somebody that lets you run your shop, that is active and engaged, but not a micromanager, and most importantly, says, let me know if you need me. But then, to me, the ultimate thing I've learned from Mark Rudin is the way he handles things and his professional acumen. And I sit there myself and say, man, I wish I'd handled that way. Or I would have never thought to handle that way. So much like as we've gone through with these two, thank you both. Really learned a lot. And let's give these two another round of applause. All right, very quickly, and I'm saving the best for last with to brag a little bit more on our students and student athletes, but just very quickly, emotional day for me on many levels. I've got blood in the bricks in this conference. Undergraduate degree from there, started my athletic career as a student worker there in 1988 when I was 4 years old. So then most importantly from Lamar transition to the time Southwest Texas State, where I actually met and worked with Coach Bailiff the first time, but even more important, met my smoking hot wife sitting in the front row here. For those of you that know her, that's how she's stored in my phone and has been for many years. And I love and appreciate you. It's been, she's been on about a month vacation because she hasn't seen me much. And if I am home, I'm in another room or outside on the phone. We met when we were working in Southwest Texas. Love you. Thank you, Vicki. So I've been a student worker in this league. I've been an administrator in this league. And now really, really privileged to serve and lead a program through a transition, which will be daunting but doable. But more importantly, this thing takes a village. It's not a duo. It's not a Mark Root and Tim McMurray decision. It's an institutional decision that has student, coaches, faculty, staff input before we move, alumni, foundation input before we move forward on this. And if you look at just our coaching roster, and I'm going to mention a few, I mentioned Coach Bailiff. We have groups in this conference. Jason Burton, groups in this conference. Jared Von Rosenberg, groups in this conference. Marquise Brown, Associate Head Women's Basketball Coach. Nicholls State graduate. Gay McNutt, Associate Head Softball Coach. Roots in this conference as a head coach. And last but certainly not least, Rock Light, track and field extraordinaire, roots in this conference. So we're not coming in at all blind to this, and we're just thrilled to be joining this conference. And so I really can't thank you enough, all of you coaches, for that. We don't just have what I would deem as great coaches and great staff here. We have elite coaches. We have elite people, more importantly, who happen to lead student athletes in their endeavors. So if you would, for the 9 head coaches here today, if you're not already standing, would you stand for a round of applause? We have a very talented administrative group, and our coaches and staff know this. We tend to promote in our best-in-class culture three kinds of people. Those who make things happen, those who watch things happen, and those who wonder what happened. If you're in the second and third group, this might not be the right fit for you, and this transition is certainly going to be about continuing to cultivate the culture we have of people that make things happen. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on the competitive. It's in the news release and in the information that's being distributed today, later on, but just really, really proud since 2015, 53 team postseason appearances. Pretty special. But the record that the record we can control and not change, 12 straight semesters of a student athlete GPA over a 3.0, and that takes a village. Our best days are still ahead. We're wrapping up the 2019 through 2022 athletic strategic plan this academic year. We commissioned about a year and a half ago, before that pandemic thing hit, an athletic facility master plan. We will certainly be dusting off the cobwebs on that and making it a life document, not just a shelf document, as we continue to assess and take feedback from the Southland site visit team that was here on campus just last week, right? Wow. Time flies when you're having fun. So really excited about that. New business development partnerships. Josh Mank, our Senior Associate AD for Strategic Engagement, who led, there he's over there to the left. He also loves the attention almost as much as Dr. Rubin does. So anytime I get to brag on him, I like to do it. But Josh has led the production in conjunction with ESPN in the Southland today on our half. And what we started this summer, Coach Bailiff introduced this term to us called Division 1.5, which is a mentality we've had up until today. And now we can chop the 0.5 off, so thank you, Coach, for that one. And what we've done with some of our new business development partnerships, Tamar Sales and Marketing, outsourcing our ticket sales and ultimately corporate partnerships, a brand new Line Athletic app, which we're really excited about, already getting great traction, new ticketing partner, just those type of things, because whether this worked out or not, we needed to continue to be an elite program where we were, and now we have a chance and a little bit of a head start in some areas on continuing to elevate. So really excited about that. And most important, before I get away from the opportunity piece, scheduling. Of all the texts and calls and emails over the last few days as this thing has started to seep out a little bit, I have a lot of friends that I didn't know about that want to play football games now. So that's very exciting. And Coach Bailiff will have an extended scheduling conversation here coming up. But really, really excited about that. And then saving the best for last, our students. You know, as soon as even before actually, we had a hint we might be, but before Dr. Rubin and I were invited to go to Houston to meet with those presidents and ADs, we quickly engaged the students. Student leadership, SGA, Jasmine Williams, I don't know if you're here today, Lauren Shaw from our Student Athlete Advisory Council, and both of their executive committees. If it had not received positive feedback, we would have a very different strategy. From there, we engaged our coaches, our faculty, our staff. So it has truly been a village. And you guys know how good they are. And now some of our Division I brethren from both the conference office and around the league know how good our students are. There's 3 questions. We just wrapped up our senior student athlete breakfast. Like to host that and talk to seniors, especially this year, because whether they've been here 1 year, 2 years, 4 years, with the COVID year, some of them have been here 6 years. I ask them 3 questions, and I also do this with every staff member every year. What do we need to keep doing? What do we need to stop doing? And what do we need to start doing? And now we have a whole new path to chart the answers to those questions, and we're really, really excited about it. So the final comment I want to make is in 2015, when we started this very successful run across all of our athletic programs and those championships and those academic successes, there was a lot of, well, we've never done that. Well, I'm not sure we can make that happen. Well, we're going to have a lot of those over the next 3 to 4 years in this transition process. But Commissioner Burnett, I've got my Under Armour shoes in the car. Let's get running, okay? Go Lions.
So at this time, if there's any media members that have any open Q&A questions for this group up here, I know there are plenty of questions in the room that aren't necessarily for a full press conference audience, but I know there's plenty of people here between our coaches, our staff, and the Southland staff who want to answer those questions for you. So once we dismiss, I highly encourage those of you here in our A&M-Commerce community, meet somebody you don't know, introduce yourself, because these are our new friends in the Southland Conference. So any questions for this group while we're up here? All right, hearing none, we'll let you stand up and walk around. Meet everybody. Welcome to the Southland Conference. Go Lions.